hundreds of tons of concrete, in the middle of the ocean. And that's where the challenge begins. Wind, waves, salt water. The ocean never stops attacking, and this tower has to survive it. Not for months, not for years, for decades. Because one day, it will carry the load of an entire cable car system. And out here, mistakes don't stay hidden for long. That's what makes building it so difficult. But the ocean isn't the first challenge, because this tower won't be built where it will eventually stand. Everything starts in a factory, with concrete, steel, and extreme precision, because every mistake has consequences. So, how do engineers build a tower for the ocean? And how do they move hundreds of tons of concrete to a place where almost nothing should be built? Let's go back to the beginning. The hardest part of this tower isn't its height. Its greatest enemy is the ocean. Ordinary concrete wouldn't stand a chance. So engineers start with the one thing they can control. The concrete itself. Everything starts here. Inside a concrete factory. Massive silos. Tons of cement. Mountains of sand and stone. Every single ingredient is measured with precision. This mix gets only one chance. But that's where the next challenge begins. As the concrete cures, it starts heating itself. The heat comes from the concrete itself. Deep inside, temperatures can reach up to 70 degrees Celsius. Hot enough to create tiny cracks. That's why sensors monitor every minute, every degree. Only when everything is right can the pouring begin. The concrete is ready, but the tower doesn't exist yet. Now the real construction begins, far out at sea. The first rebar cages are lifted into place. Thousands of steel bars. They form the skeleton of the tower. Around them, massive formwork is assembled. Everything has to be aligned perfectly. Because once the concrete is poured, there's no way back. Then, the first part of the tower takes shape. Concrete is poured. It begins to cure. Days later, the formwork climbs higher. Then the whole process starts again. Rebar, formwork, concrete. Meter by meter, the tower rises out of the sea. But the higher it gets, the more difficult every lift becomes. Wind, waves, tides. None of them can be controlled. Every new level must align perfectly with the one below. Only then can construction continue. At last, the tower reaches its full height. But building the concrete structure was only half the job. The tower is complete. But it still can't carry a single cable. Now, the most precise assembly begins. Hundreds of feet above the ocean. The steel head is lifted into place. Suspended beneath a massive crane. A gust of wind. The entire load begins to swing. Everything stops. The crew waits. Only when the wind drops does the lift continue. Slowly, inch by inch. The steel head moves into position. Laser systems check the alignment. Again and again. Only when every measurement is perfect is it permanently secured. Now the cable system can finally be installed. One cable at a time, each one under enormous tension. For the first time, the tower must carry its full load. Sensors monitor every movement, every vibration, every millimeter. Then, the signal comes. Everything is holding. For the first time, a cable car glides across the line. The tower's finally doing exactly what it was built to do. The tower's finished. Now its real job begins. Day after day, it carries the entire cable car system. Wind, rain, salt water, exactly as it was designed to do. Most passengers never think about the tower or the engineering hidden inside it. But without it, there would be no cable car. The best engineering doesn't need attention. It simply works.